Hi, my name is Kevin Torres, and this is my presentation for personal finance. So, first and foremost, welcome to the United States. I hope with this presentation that you retain the information and use it to your advantage. After all, this is the land of opportunity, and the outcome is completely up to you. The American dream is real and achievable, but only if you make it to your expectations. In order to succeed financially, it's best to create a budget that doesn't leave you empty handed each month. You should always be living within your means, meaning that your income, your expenses should not exceed your income. You can start out by listing the priority expenses such as bills, grocery, and gas and transportation, as well as miscellaneous such as takeout, movies, birthday parties, etc., etc. Your monthly expenses should not exceed your income. If you do make adjustments. So now that you know how to budget, let's focus on what is necessity and want. Your mentality should now to be staying within your budget and have a minimalist approach. Remember, rich people are rich because they're smart with their money. So now that you have some money saved up after budgeting, you decide you want to get a car. When getting a car, keep in mind that it is an investment for you. Depending on where you live, a car can be crucial to you. If you live in rural areas where stores are like 15, 20, sometimes even an hour away, or it can be costly in big cities such as New York or Los Angeles, where the majority of the time you spend in traffic. Buying cars is a big ticket purchase, so you should do your research. Call some dealerships, check online, compare and contrast what car is best for you. If it's an older car, if it's a newer car, what modifications you want on it, etc., etc. And now you decide whether you want to lease or buy a vehicle. When buying a vehicle, it has some pros and cons. So let's start with the cons. It has a higher down payment to avoid an upside down loan, meaning you oftentimes have to give a bigger down payment if your credit score is bad. Excuse me. To avoid, drowning in debt and basically having your car repossessed. Because you couldn't make any payments. You are responsible for any out of warranty expenses such as, new brake pads, cracked windshield, car washes, things like that. Basic things. You do have higher monthly payments. There is an uncertain resale value depending on the vehicle. It does depreciate in value, but it does have lower insurance premiums. But some good things is that it is an investment, which means that you will build equity on your car. You have no mileage limits, meaning you can drive it to the ground, you can drive it off a cliff, you can do whatever you want with it. You can sell the car anytime. You can customize or modify it, such as, tint the windows. You can even paint it purple if you want to. And it costs a lot less than leasing. When you lease a car, it rapidly depreciates in value. You are limited to how many miles you can drive. You never own the car. And it's very costly if you want to end your contract early. And it has extremely high insurance premiums. And oftentimes it costs more than a car loan. But you do, however, get very low monthly payments. They often don't really ask for a down payment since you're going to bring it back in 36 months for sure. It's under factory warranty, so meaning like you are covered by the dealership and the brand. There is less sales tax, and you get to drive a newer car for a lot less. A 2022 Honda Accord can be a lot cheaper leasing it rather than buying it. When it comes to renting a home, it offers less responsibility and a little bit more flexibility. You can move without penalty when the lease ends. You don't have to maintain, the property. You just basically just live in the unit. However, the landlord can sell the property at any time and turn them into condos, or you can increase the rent. It is more sound to own a house. It is an investment and you build equity, and some tax deductions can be applied. You spend more money to maintain properties such as sewage, landscaping maintenance, homeowners insurance, property taxes, and trash pickup. But you do have the freedom to remodel your house any way you seem fit. Saving money should not just be kept in an account where it doesn't grow. Such as you're, keeping it in a bank account where the money isn't making you more money. It's the same as keeping it right under your mattress, which you should never do. You should always invest in an IRA savings account. There are two types, a traditional and a Roth. If you choose to invest in a Roth IRA, for example, you get tax-free growth and withdrawal at retirement and no minimum distribution. If you choose a traditional IRA, you get the tax break up front, but you pay when you withdraw retirement. In conclusion, many people try to cut costs by shaving off a few cents on items that are already cheap, such as paper towels or toilet paper or, disposable razors. But you should always try to live within your means. You should always aim to have a surplus in your budget and invest that money. Think of spending as hours of your life you worked. You will start to contemplate on unnecessary purchases, such as a $30 meal at McDonald's is about 2.5 hours of your life, basically, gone. If you are a student, learn to cook. If you're working, bring lunch to work every day. Bring some popcorn, bring some chips, bring some cup of noodles, bring your own water bottle. You'll save a lot of money. And when you go shopping, especially grocery shopping, make a list and stick to it. Never go to the grocery store when you're hungry, because you are going to impulse buy. I hope you take this presentation to heart and you get your money to make you more money.